everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you've never seen any of my videos before, my name is Lani and today I'm going to be doing my makeup. I get a lot of questions on how I do my makeup and I haven't done a makeup tutorial in a really long time, so that's what we're gonna do today. I already put moisturizer and sunscreen on my face, so we're gonna kind of just focus on makeup, not really skincare today. I have bangs, so I'm just gonna clip them back. Okay. I usually like to start with my face. I'm not sure why, because I'm pretty sure that it makes more sense doing your eyes, because then if stuff falls on your face, you can then just wipe it off after, but if you do your face first, it doesn't really make sense. We're gonna start with our face first. I just kind of learned I like to do my face first, and then I like to start doing my eyes because I don't think I have it, because I just think it's preference. One of my favorite skin products ever is this CC cream. It's from 𝑚𝑒𝑑𝑖𝑎. I use it in light medium. So normally this would be way too light for my face, but I started using sunscreen way more when I started using tretinoin on my skin. I obviously don't want it to be super sensitive, so my face is always away from the sun and my body is way darker than my face. Sometimes I do use face tan, but because I'm using an acid on my face, it just reacts really weirdly after, so I try to kind of avoid it, and if anything I'll just use makeup to fix it. And then I use my beauty blender, which is from Real Techniques. I used to be someone that was so anti-wetting their beauty blender because I thought that it didn't really make a difference, but at the time I had really, I wouldn't say oily skin, but I had pretty combo skin. I think it was after I started trying so many new acids on my skin. My skin got really dry, and I don't know how I ever used a dry beauty blender. My skin is kind of going through a process, so there are some kind of random spots, especially this one right here. I like to use the beauty blender all over my face, but I like to target the product under my eyes, my forehead, and then any spots. So after that, I like to use the Powder from Glossier in light medium. I don't really like to use this all over my face because I do have pretty dry skin. So I like to use this little brush from Real Techniques. It's the contour brush. Didn't know that until right now. I like to powder it sideways from my eye and then downwards, and a little bit on my forehead. My cheeks get really dry, so I try to avoid my cheeks. So that's kind of like my first base. Next, I'm gonna bronze my skin. So I have a few contour favorites, and I'm gonna show you guys. The Soleil Tan de Chanel, the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick, and the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil. This one is way too light for my skin. I remember when I got it, I kind of used it as a face powder. What I do is that I use this to set my contour now, and then I use one of these two as the kind of main contour. So I try to not have as much product on my forehead because I do have bangs, and I don't want anything that's gonna kind of grease them up. I'm gonna do it anyways. It's kind of the same if I do a 3, then I just like to do this like that. I don't do my jaw. I kind of just like to do it here. It kind of makes my face a little more, but this kind of makes my jaw like that. This is how I kind of structure the contour. This is not including my nose contour, by the way. I use only powder on my nose. I use the buffing brush from Real Techniques. I kind of do it in circular motions, and then when I reach here on the line, I start brushing up and out, and I kind of bring it up to my cheekbones a little bit. And then what I like to do is get the Too Faced bronzer and kind of go over it. That's the contour. It's not that dramatic, what I like to do, but I'm gonna wait to contour my nose first. I like to kind of bake under the contour. This contour is way too cool tone, so I don't use this one. I use the Pacifica Desert Sunset Matte Blush and Bronzer. I think I got this in a beauty bag. So what I like to do first is I get this brush first, put bronzer on my nose, kind of like a base so that it's not so dramatic, and then I like to have it a lot on my bridge. It kind of just flattens my nose a little bit. Then I use this little brush from Morphe, and I get the same bronzer. I saw this on TikTok actually. I kind of have these two natural lines, and I kind of go over it a little, and what it kind of does is bring my nose a little more up. To kind of help clean it up is go in with the baking. I use the same powder. I go in and kind of clean up here, and then I do the same to my nose. So it looks something like that. It looks really crazy. I just use the same brush and kind of wipe it off. I'm just gonna go over it a little more so that it's just not directly powdered. It also just started raining, in case you guys hear that. And then what I'm gonna use is the Highbrow from Benefit, but I don't use it on my brows, I use it on my nose, and I kind of make like a line like this. Kind of brings the definition to my nose back instead of all bronzer. Now we're gonna use the blush from this same compact. I just like to put it on my cheeks. I started loving blush recently too. I like to put a little on my nose. This is what my face looks like currently. This is all I'm gonna do to my face. I don't really like to use highlighter anymore. And if I do, I love using the Ofra highlighter in Blissful. I don't have it with me right now, but my favorite highlighter is the one from Becca. But I like the liquid one in Opal. Also, I'm wearing a band-aid on my finger because it's actually really fun. So I was going up my stairs and I saw my dog stare at something on the staircase. And I wouldn't say it's a fear, but I really don't like mosquitoes. And I saw it was a mosquito on the staircase. When I hit my hand on the staircase, this is like the staircase, my nail kind of like flew back. So it's half off and I really don't want to rip it off. So we're just dealing with this. So first I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes. I use the Shiseido eyelash curler. I don't know why, but I love to do my brows last. What I use is the babelash brow fiber in dark brown. For eyeliner, I use the NYX Epic Ink liner. It recently kind of broke on me and it has like a little hair coming out, so I haven't used it. I don't know how I'm gonna do this on camera. So this is what my eyeliner looks like. I couldn't do it on camera. I really tried. I don't have it with me now, but sometimes I like to use a black eyeshadow and kind of line it on top of it and kind of smoke it out. So for mascara, I like to use the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions. I got a sample of this mascara a long time ago and I love the sample, but for some reason the full-sized one, when I bought it, it's just a way wetter consistency and my eyelashes are naturally straight, so I kind of don't like wet formulas, but it still kind of works. With my method is I just put the mascara on the ends of my lashes and not the base, because then they're just gonna straighten out again. So this kind of on a day-by-day basis. I like to use a brown eyeliner and I like to line my waterline. I like to do the waterline more at night, but I don't know, I was kind of feeling it today. I use some of this on my nose and also on the outer bottom lashes. And then for lips, I like to just use the NYX lip liner in Natural. And this is what it looks like. Oh my, I just realized I'm not wearing earrings. I used to be someone that would do my makeup for 30-40 minutes, but normally this doesn't take me any longer than 15-20 minutes. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope you learned something maybe. Yeah, that's my makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you in my next one.